Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and the Horned Frogs will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So West Virginia's offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here's the heat.
Man, you want to start fast and you're a defense, that's how you do it. Get to the quarterback not once, but twice in a row. You're not letting him feel comfortable from the start of this game. Great execution by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will have its first possession of the game. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense...
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And he made the read off the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football. But, man, you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football, the defense gets the ball back.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Hubbard. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. Looking for room. It's Hubbard. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Quarterback will keep it. Got a little space. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Moss. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Mountaineers racing to the line in a hurry-up. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays. And once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Grabbed behind the line, it's Shelton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Hoover. A little release to the back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Hudson. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He wants to throw it again. Plucks it out of the air.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hudson. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got his man across the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught close to the marker, it's Hudson. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Washington. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. Catch in the middle. It's Hudson. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Moving away from pressure. That should be the final play of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon J. Carter Stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter after only being able to muster a field goal in the first half.
Yeah, and this offensive coordinator, he has been searching that entire first half to find something that might work. You can't be more anemic than they were in that first half, David. They're going to have to find the answers to the test here quickly.
And you had a whole half to do it, to talk about it, to discuss. What are you seeing? How do we make some adjustments? This offense has got to find some answers, and they got to find them quick.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Back to pass on second down. With the catch, it's Shelton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. He'll go to the sneak. Past the sticks, and he may get more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. He's got the tight end. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Got a man. It's Shelton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman. He'll come through on 3rd down. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Wide receiver going in motion. A run for the quarterback. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. Never a doubt. And they tie it up, fellas, here in the final second.
I am not always the most positive guy towards kickers. We all know that. But how about that, man? First opportunity in the game, in the 4th quarter, when your team needed it, the game now tied because of his foot.
Bringing it back. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably. Maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
And remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Got his man in the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. He's got it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they're on top here in overtime. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it out quickly. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. First and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
And he tacked on the extra point. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Makes the catch. It's Gallagher. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught in the backfield, it's Hubbard. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They want to keep this drive alive. 3rd and short here in overtime. He'll pull it on the read. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. This thing has been back and forth now. 1st and goal as they try to take the lead in overtime number 2. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. This is a design run. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation. Want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. And the try is no good. Field goal attempt is no good. It is a devastating blow to not come away with points here in overtime. First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They must protect the football here. They're already well within range of a game-winning field goal attempt. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. He got it in. Ball game. What a clutch play as they win it in double overtime.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go